lyrics on the pavement. Watch one episode, you be craving. We get straight to the point, no wasting. Cause it's all about the blue face we chasing. No tricks, no lies, no faking. Money don't grow on trees, don't waste it. Instead, flip a house, invest it. And that's coming from the basement. What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Illest Basement. I'm your host, Big Cosmic, solo dolo today, and we got a nice show for you today. Check us out. To the Illest Basement, y'all. We got another entrepreneur in the house, another Nipsey Hussle part of our show, and we got Clifford. What's your last name?
Lewis.
Clifford Lewis in the house, and he's an author, book writer, and an entrepreneur starting his own clothing line. So what made you start your own clothing line? How'd you get these hats?
It's just a dream of mine. I've been doing the design for my motorcycle club. Mm-hmm. So I said, if I can do it for them, might as well do it for myself.
That's right. That's right. Because we tend to do things free for other people sometimes and forget about ourselves. Like, we can make some money off this.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what's up. I'm digging these hats. So let's get into your book. What's your book about? The Next Dynasty. Failure is not an option. Tell us, what is this about?
My life and experiences in the entertainment industry. My brothers, 2 younger, I'm the oldest. Mm-hmm. We started a music company in 2003. So that book details those events, stories from my perspective.
Oh, okay.
And they may have a different perspective, but this is my vision.
Okay, so when did you realize you wanted to be a writer?
Oh man, I'll say probably at the age of 6 or 7, I wrote my first book. It was an assignment back in elementary school by one of my teachers. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of graphic. It was based on superheroes, but the blood and guts that I incorporated in the story, even now when I look back, amazed me. Of course, my punctuation and spelling wasn't the best, so when my teacher actually, I brought it back to her, so when she graded it, you see all the red lines. And I put it in a little folder, 3-ring, not a binder, but it had the little clips where you put it in the hole and fold it over. And I wrote 2 stories like that.
That's right. That's right. How long did it take you to write this book? Or is this your first book?
That's my first official book, And it took me from conception to actually finish 5 years.
Wow.
And that's because I was procrastinating.
That's awesome. Well, at least you took your time with it. And hopefully you put everything in here you wanted to.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's up. Yeah. So what's your work schedule like writing a book? Is it kind of... I know you say it took 5 years.
Yeah.
So you had to take time between work and write. Was it hard? Did you get writer's block?
No, actually I didn't. I always knew what I wanted to write even before I wrote it. It always starts up here with me, no matter what I do. And so I'm actually writing it before I put it down, but it was the time to do it. And so eventually, probably the end of last year, 2018, up until March of this year, I set a constant schedule of every weekend at least. I was gonna write at least 30 minutes a day. And so before I knew it, it was done.
So since we are talking about the black community, a lot of us don't even know how to get started at writing a book, or, we may get some paper, start writing. So how do you, take us through the steps. Like, what's the publishing part? Like, how do you get started and, go through the process of this outcome right here?
Well, it starts with whatever you want to write about. Like I said, generally you have whatever that idea is. Speaking for me, I knew that, what we went through at Lewis Entertainment, and the book is called Good Leverage Entertainment, but it's the actual company was Lewis Entertainment after me and my brothers. And so I said, I think it'll serve twofold. One, it's a good story, but 2, it also shows what the entertainment industry is really like, because I think we went through whatever you can go through in the entertainment industry, we did that. So you come up with that conception, then you just start, like you said, just write it down. And sometimes it may be out of order, and once you go back, you can figure out where the pieces actually go.
Is it someone that helps you with that to put the pieces together?
With me, I had guidance because one of my best friends, he wrote a book on osteoporosis, which is the brittle bone syndrome. That's what, and he's in the book. I actually used to write with him, rap with him, and so he wrote a book about that. So
Rap
he kind
too?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! We may have to get a little
Oh,
freestyle after this, bro.
I rapped. That was past tense. You see that? But no, so yeah, so he kind of guided me through it. He told me to write notes about what I wanted to say, so I did that. I did a brief outline, and I kind of shuffled things over on where I wanted things sequenced. So you would want to do that, and then, like I said, just get to writing.
Oh, okay. So where did you get your ideas for your book? It's just everything you've been through, right?
Yeah.
No fiction, it's just all real?
Yeah, I mean, some of the things that were, like I say, if you look on the back, some of the events were exaggerated, and that's just for, for excitement, to paint an even better picture. But like I tell everybody, it's 85% true, minus the names.
Oh,
the
okay.
names are all changed, except for one. My buddy, he said he wanted me to use his real name, so I did.
That's right. He wanted me to get his fame.
Right.
Put my real name.
Shout out to Tony.
Right. All right, Tony, we see you. So what do you like to do when you're not writing?
When I'm not writing, I'm on my motorcycle, playing golf.
You in a motorcycle club?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Los Angeles Gentlemen.
Okay. Los Angeles Gentlemen, y'all.
Yeah, so I'm doing that, hanging with my kids when they have some time for me now. They grow up so fast. So
Yeah. So as you was writing your book, back to the book, as you was writing it, what did you learn? Did you learn anything as like far as creating?
well,
Like did you find a place like, okay, this is where I can create the most? This little place, this room, I write more, or it doesn't matter where you write?
no, it didn't matter where. But mainly, it was done right at my desk because I'm sitting there most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
But what I learned that is the honesty involved in it. Even back when I was writing raps, we could be honest, but it was mostly from just about us. You either you bragging or you just bringing out things you're going through personally.
Right.
But this, I had to be honest, the honesty involved other people. So
Right.
sometimes I did erase some things
Yeah.
because I couldn't be too honest.
Right.
And it wasn't
Because you don't know how they're gonna feel about it.
Exactly.
That's
And that's another reason why I changed the names. Because they may know once they read the story, but you, Ziggy, or whoever else is out there who may be reading, you don't actually know these people. So, no harm, no foul.
You plan on any writing any more books?
Oh, definitely.
That's right.
Yeah. I do poetry, so my next book I think is going to be a book of my poems.
Oh, book of, what'd you say?
Poems.
Oh, I thought you said pornos.
That's the third book. That's the third book.
If I wanted to become an author, what would you suggest for me to become a good writer?
Start with what you know. So whatever that is, start with what you know. Because then it'll come out easier, it'll come out more authentic, and you're not trying too hard. Like this, like I said, it was easy for me. So
How long you had this book out?
officially since April.
Okay.
April 14th.
Have you got any feedback from it yet? From the people?
Yeah, for some people who read the best feedback, I got two. One from one of my artists. He sent me an Instagram. I didn't even think he got it fast. I was like, man, you read through it already? And he said he appreciated my viewpoint of how I viewed him. He was one of our producers.
Oh, okay.
And we put a jazz CD out on him. Jawan Kambari, go look it up, CD Baby, Spotify.
That's right.
Yeah, he sent me a message saying how he appreciated it. He didn't, at that time, he couldn't see how we were viewing it and what we felt because, to be honest, I thought maybe he was rushing it because they wanted the money. When are we going to get paid? When we get paid? And sometimes you got to do it for the love first, and then the money's going to come.
The money, yeah.
And that was one of those points. Actually, I was wondering whether I should even put that in there, but it wasn't too bad. And like I said, he wrote me back and said how he appreciated
That's
what I
good.
thought.
That's good.
And then one of my club brothers, who was the first one to buy the book. He gave me some feedback a few weeks ago how he appreciated it. It was a good read. He got mad at me because there's a part where I detail my brothers and my business partner had an intervention, of course, of sorts with me at my mom's house. We were supposed to have a meeting. I get there, open up the door, and they all sitting there.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, what the? Can I cuss on here?
Is this an
Okay, what the
intervention?
fuck? Yeah. I was like, I ain't on no drugs or nothing. But deep down, I already knew because we had gotten into it with security at the House of Blues. We were in the green room, and they wouldn't let us in this other green room, which was for higher, for more celebrity.
Oh.
No, in the green room just to hang out. You know, where they have the snacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went off. I went off on the security. Like, once we get big, y'all gonna be begging us to come here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I look over, my brothers and my business partner, they looking at me like, you showing your ass right now. And I think that may have been one of the final straws. And they had a meeting for me. And so my motorcycle bro, he was like,
Well, sometimes you gotta let people know, like, hey, look,
that's what I was feeling.
you just gotta go off that steam.
Right,
you know?
right.
Some people don't understand, but it may work, it may not, but hey.
Right. And I think maybe I had done it one time too many. So looking over time, I understand what they meant about it. But at the moment, living in it, and I went off. I went off in my mama's house, cussing and shit, and she almost threw me out, and I ended up storming out. But even then, I had to think back and say, you know what, I gotta apologize to these dudes. And I had to.
At least the mom.
Yeah. Oh, she was the first one. She was the first one.
So as a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, man.
Did you think you'd be doing this?
No, I thought I was gonna be on the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
My dream was to play ball.
And I want to play football too.
My dream was to be point guard right alongside of Magic. I did the math and everything. I said by the time I graduate college, Magic will be 34, 35, so I still could get drafted and play with them. But yeah, that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah, I think we all had dreams of being some kind of ball player.
Right.
Yeah, no, I did. Okay, let's talk about your clothing line. So you got these hats here, say True Gentleman Clothing. Come zoom in on this zig. I like the character on it. It reminds me of that Monopoly character with the face a little bit. Yeah, these is dope. Then he's got these, y'all. The True Gentleman. I know you got to let me get one of these before you leave. I think I like this one.
Yeah, that's a favorite, that camo.
Yeah, the camo.
And then I got a couple of shirts.
Oh yeah, let us see the
in
shirt.
the bag.
Check out the bag, y'all. That bag is dope. True Gentleman Clothing. That's tight.
Former people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you wearing one of the shirts?
Yeah, one of the shirts.
There it is.
Like I said, if y'all don't buy it, I'ma rock it. So.
Yeah.
They gonna buy it.
Yep. And what are you selling them for? What's your prices on the shirt?
They vary depending on the, I don't want to say the quality, but depending on the style, because we have some that are softer style, some are on the same kind of fabric as Gucci. I know I got a plug on that on the people who supply them. So
Oh, this is tight, man.
I call this my
I like
my
that.
Letterman sweater.
That's dope.
Okay, and what's the prices on it?
This one is $50.
Oh, okay. I would definitely rock that.
Yeah, this is the Letterman for y'all.
Yeah.
So we got that one, and then this is my marathon inspired because I know Nipsey had a gold foil Crenshaw, so this is my gold foil
That's dope.
True Gentleman Clothing since 1970.
That's dope right there.
I like that.
Yeah, and this one goes for $40.
Okay.
Yeah, all my clothing are tagged with my name, my design name here, and also club name is Mellow.
That's dope.
So when you see that,
where can people find your stuff? Like it's like, say if somebody wanted to get one now, what page can they go on?
on the Facebook page, True Gentleman Clothing. That's all you gotta type in.
True Gentleman Clothing, y'all.
And we got them all day. You'll see the pictures, the items that we have. All these hats here, the sweaters, both men and women. And if you don't see a color, I'm not putting all the colors out there, but if you don't see a color, just hit me up, direct messenger. Say, hey, I want a purple one. If it comes in that style, I can get it for you. If not, I'll let you know I can't do that either.
This is dope right here.
Yeah, we gonna get some next week.
Definitely rock this,
I
man.
like that.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
my-
rocking
that's
new
my baby.
stuff. It is. Dope. So where do you see yourself like in 5 years from now with this clothing line? How long, well, first of all, how long have you had the clothing line?
That started last year, 2018, but the actual, the planning, the business part of it. So beginning this year, probably around February was a official release of some of the items. And then, so since February, I had actual merchandise to purchase.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, but yeah, 5 years, hopefully I'll be in, I want to be around the globe somewhere. So that's my goal.
you got anything else you're working on right now? As far as books, writing, any more clothes?
Constantly coming up with designs. If any designers out there can match, have some ideas, I do what
That's
they
me.
call,
I got ideas.
send me ideas. I do affiliate partnerships, and what that is we partners in this. So you get a percentage of whatever we sell based on your item. So all these designs here, one of my business partners, her husband, actually helped me design them. So I give him a percentage of the sale.
Oh, we definitely gonna do business. And see, this is what it's about, y'all, connecting and
Exactly.
doing business with each other. And that's what my show is about, is to try to get as much black people in here. I don't mean to sound racist, but we just need help right now. We in state of
Don't
emergency.
apologize for that. Everybody else do it. Ain't no
Yeah.
apologies.
So my goal is to get black people in here. Anything you do in business, if you selling chicken on the corner, I want to know about it. You out there hustling, come in here, let us know, so we can get you out there, hook you up with people that may need your help, and we may need your help, and we all work together, and that's how we come up, y'all.
Indeed.
That's how we come. Instead of shooting each other, instead of me mad dogging this man walking down the street, for what? This is my brother right here.
Right.
He got information I need. I might have information he need, and we work together and we put it together, and then boom, that's how you be successful, baby.
No doubt.
So anything else you want to share with us, Cliff?
I'm getting into real estate. That's the next venture you asked me about.
Perfect.
That's what I'm doing next.
That's what's up.
So right now I'm in the gathering information stage, doing my research, seeing where the loans are, seeing where the properties are. It's kind of hard or expensive, shall I say. I'm not gonna say hard. It's expensive here in Cali, but there are properties. I was on the on what they call auction.com and Hubzu yesterday. There's properties around here that starting bids $90,000, but the retail value once you fix it up and sell it $400,000. So
Oh yeah.
that's what I'm getting into next. Real estate.
A fixer upper, fix it up and then sell it for more.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And if there's duplexes, that's my money grab right there.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of those. So that's residual income.
Yeah.
So that's what's gonna take care of my kids when I'm not here.
Yeah. How many kids you have? Kids, your wife, married?
Two. Got 2 kids. Miles and Tyler, married. Second time around.
That's right. That's right.
So
No worries.
I always joke I'm always looking for my next ex. So
That's right.
no, I'm just kidding. I was playing.
Got you.
Well, this is Cliff, y'all. Go out and get his clothing. Y'all check out True Gentleman on Facebook. You got it's on Instagram too?
Not on Instagram, just Mellow LA Gentleman. That's my personal page. My son's supposed to help me out with that. So we're going to be on Instagram real soon.
Check him out, y'all. He's got some dope stuff. And hopefully we'll have some stuff here in the basement that y'all can come look at and see. And then, you can contact me if you forget the info.
Yes, sir.
Clifford, y'all. Thanks for coming out, man.